As if travelling 37 hours wasn't rough enough, I added in a little hangover just to make it worse. I've never hated myself more than I did. I was like, why do I do these things? But anyways, went to the airport, I got McDonald's, and then I actually slept most of my first flight. I kind of was in and out. That was 14 hours from Sydney to San Fran. The food was not it, so I actually was starving when I got off this flight. But I slept for like 10 hours, I'd say, kind of in and out. But every half an hour I'd wake up, tap the screen, and only half an hour went by. It was actually nightmare fuel. I was like, why is time not going any quicker? I was so sad I missed that mid-flight snack because I was asleep, but that's my own fault. I actually had a seat beside me free, which was so lucky because the whole flight was booked out, and it helped a little bit, just being a bit more comfier. The breakfast, I wanted to vomit just looking at it. The eggs, that probably isn't even eggs. Landed in California, San Francisco, and I've actually only been here twice. Once for stopping in LA, once for stopping in San Fran. I've actually never done the west coast of America properly. Decided to book a day hotel just to freshen up, get showered, have somewhere to lie my head down if I wanted to for a few hours, and this is what was available. I'm not a hotel snob by any means, but this was given, I don't know what it was given. Anyways, a bed is bed, so I had a little 1 hour nap, got some food delivered, and then decided to get a shower and head out to San Fran and just see a little bit. The 12 hours actually flew by because I was in the airport for like 2 of them, doing customs, get my bags, getting then to my hotel. Like, everything just did take time, so I was glad I had a lot of time. The option was a 2 hour layover, and I wouldn't have made that because I had to check all my own bags back onto the plane. Saw a motel on the way. I've never seen one of these in real life, so there you go, showed you that as well. Then I went to Pier 39. I walked a little bit, and then I was actually sweating. I brought this tracksuit because I was freezing on the first flight, but then San Francisco was really hot, so I don't know what I was thinking. I think my brain wasn't switched on, so I walked and then got a taxi to Pier 39. This is so cute. It's like a proper little fairground, like proper American little, like, what do they call it? Like not a fairground, like a fair. So I walked around and had a little nose. This was like a robot dog, and the dog in front of it was going mad. It obviously thought it was some form of like actual dog. By the way, this time it was middle of the night in Sydney, so I was so tired. Even though I just slept on the plane for 10 hours, I was wrecked. I actually fell asleep in the Uber to here, which probably isn't the safest thing to do, but I couldn't keep my eyes open. I didn't mean to fall asleep. I literally just nodded off, which never ever happens to me. Saw the Golden Gate Bridge, and I was going to do the Alcatraz tour, but it just wasn't making sense time-wise, so I went back to my hotel, got a little haul of some Lemmy stuff, some toothpaste, and a little charger. This is like a little school bus that brought you back to the airport from the hotel. It's like a little shuttle bus, and I got the rest of my cases. I left them in earlier on just so I didn't have to drag them all to the hotel. Then I was in the wrong terminal because Aer Lingus is actually in the domestic terminal, which I was so confused at. But anyway, went back to domestic, got a little air train. Then I checked on my bags, and then I got paranoid that I left a portable charger in my bags, which obviously is a huge fire hazard. So I got all my bags back after checking them in and went through them all. Turns out it was in my hand luggage the whole time. But anyways, I would have been panicking otherwise if I had left it and not found it. So I am glad I did that, but like, stupid by me really. I got on the plane. At this point I hadn't talked to anyone in like a long time because I was by myself for quite a bit on the first flight and then in San Fran, and I had the loveliest Aer Lingus cabin crew ever. Like, so nice. It was so nice just to see people from home and be chatting to them, and they were just like the nicest people ever. I fell asleep before we took off, and then woke up for my food and then took myself in. I slept for like 7 hours straight, which I've never done on a plane. Like, I've always kind of woken up or had bad sleeps. I always kind of felt more like naps, but oh my god, I literally had the best sleep of my life. I threw on a face mask to kind of somewhat save myself, but at this point I'm just chopped. I just look in bits. But yeah, that is my travel.